Hello, welcome to this English vocabulary and speaking lesson. Today we're going to be learning vocabulary related to business and corporations, and we will practice using this vocabulary to describe pictures. So I will show you 3 pictures with vocabulary, and I'll teach you how to use the words in sentences. Let's begin. First picture. In this picture, the first word we see is boardroom. Okay, so in business culture, in corporations, a boardroom is basically a meeting room. Okay? So you could say that they are having a meeting in the boardroom. They are having a meeting in the boardroom. Conference. It's another word for meeting. So actually we could say they are having a conference in the boardroom. Formality. Formality is something that you do just to be nice or just to follow the rules. So in terms of being nice, you can say shaking hands is a formality. It's just something that we do. You could say we need to follow the company's rules and formalities. So there you go. Implement. Implement is a verb, and it means that somebody wants to put new rules in a business or organization. Implement. So it's the process of putting new ideas, rules, etc. in an organization. But you could also use it in your daily life. You could say, I have implemented a new diet into my life. But as regards to corporations, you could say that the people in this picture are having a conference in the boardroom because they want to implement new rules and formalities. Mandatory. Something you have to do. The opposite is optional. So, for example, some companies have a mandatory dress code. So they might say that you need to wear a shirt and tie. It's mandatory. Objectives. Those are things you want to do. So you could say that our company has very big objectives for this year. Very big objectives. Team. A group of people working together. And lead. It's a verb. The action of leading people. It's funny, in the definition, I also use the word lead. I'm just trying to think of another way to describe lead. Leader, lead. Kind of like a president or a CEO. Yeah, I think you got it. But let's look at the example answer. There is a man leading a team conference in a boardroom. Perhaps he's going over general formalities and company objectives. It is possible that he will teach his colleagues how to implement the new mandatory practices. So in these kind of exercises, you want to use the vocabulary in a concise way. And concise means short, simple, and descriptive. So it's basically like strong English, concise. As you can see in my example answer, I used 3 of the words in one sentence. There is a man leading a team conference in a boardroom. It's a simple sentence, but I have strong vocabulary. And that's what we need to do if we want to improve our vocabulary. Okay, I'm going to erase this and teach you the new vocabulary. The first word, minutes. So of course we have minutes on a clock, seconds, minutes, and hours. But in a business context, the minutes are notes from a meeting. So during a meeting, somebody is taking notes, right? Those are called minutes. So you could say, can you please show me the minutes from yesterday's conference? Agenda. Agenda is basically like your plan. So you can look, it's kind of like a calendar. You can say, oh, what's on my agenda today? I have a meeting at 6 o'clock. Or my agenda is not very busy today. So a fence is the wood which the guy is sitting on. He's sitting on a fence. And how is he sitting? He is sitting cross-legged. And this word, a lot of my students want to say cross-legged, but it's actually cross-legged. Cross-legged. Multitask. Doing more than one thing at the same time. So you could say that I am multitasking right now. I have the pictures on one screen over here, and I'm typing notes over here. So in a way, I guess you could say my computer is multitasking, right? It could be a verb. I am multitasking. Busy. I think you know what busy means. It's a pretty basic English word. The guy in the picture is busy because he's talking on the phone and looking at a computer at the same time. He must be very busy. Wanting to achieve things. Ambitious. So you want to start your own business, make money, buy a house. Wow, you are so ambitious. Determined. Really, it's sort of like ambitious, but really focused on finishing something. So in the picture we can say, this man is determined to get the new promotion at work. But let's look, let's look at the example answer. This ambitious young man is sitting cross-legged on a fence in a park. We can see that he is busy and determined to complete his work because he is multitasking with a computer and phone. Perhaps he is reviewing the minutes from yesterday's meeting or writing the agenda for his new project. So I think everything is clear. Let's go on to the next photo. So she is sitting on the steps. Okay? What is she doing? She's drinking coffee. What's in coffee? Caffeine. The thing in coffee that makes you happy, I guess you could say. Caffeine. You could say, oh, I'm so tired, I need some caffeine. And when you say I need some caffeine, it doesn't mean coffee specifically. It could be tea, or it could be Red Bull, or whatever. Break. So you could say she has a 10-minute break, so she's sitting on the steps drinking caffeine. So she is wearing a hijab. Okay? Hijab. Posing. She is posing for a picture. So that's the verb. If someone says, I want to take a picture, you say, oh, just one moment, let me pose. I want to pose for the picture. She is posing for the picture. So maybe she is using her phone to organize her day. She is organizing and planning. I'm not going to explain those because it's a little bit difficult to think of good explanation at the moment. And if you're still listening to the video, I think you probably know what that means. Proposal. So a proposal, it's kind of like a plan which you will give to a business person. You could say like, oh, I have this new proposal. Can you please take a look at it and tell me what you think? It's my proposal. So I went through those words kind of quickly. If you need more time with them, just look them up in your translator and try to make sentences, okay? And this woman is having a break, sitting on the steps and enjoying her coffee. She has been working hard all morning, so she needs caffeine. She is wearing a hijab and a suit and is posing for a picture. Perhaps she is organizing her new business proposal or doing some planning for her project. So we have 3 pictures here, and what you can do is try to use these words to describe your daily life at work. What do you do at work? Do you go to a conference? Do you go to a boardroom? Try to write a paragraph about it. Also, write a paragraph for each picture. And this way will help you to memorize these words, use them in context. And you can see the 3 pictures here. And we have a lot of vocabulary words. So I hope that was a helpful lesson for speaking and vocabulary. Thank you for watching and good luck with your English studies. Hello, welcome to this English speaking and vocabulary lesson. Today we're going to practice describing pictures about at the office. So let's begin with the first picture. I'm going to show you a picture and vocabulary words. And our goal is to describe the picture using all of the words. So you can see we have colleague, desktop, folder, collaboration, project, formal, and blouse. So these are the words for today. Colleague, it means somebody you work with. So colleague, someone you work with. All right, so if you have a job, I'm sure you have some colleagues. Desktop, that means It's generally speaking a large computer which sits on a desk. That's a desktop. And the other kind of computer is a laptop. So there's a laptop and a desktop. Folder. It's an office supply. In this picture, it is under the man's elbow. Right here on the desk, he has a folder. Collaboration. It's when you work together with others. So we can say that in this office, the colleagues are working in collaboration. How are they working? They're working in collaboration. Or you could also make it a verb. You could say, they are collaborating. So they are collaborating. Project, something you have to do. So you could say, I have many projects this weekend. Or my colleagues and I are working on a project in collaboration. Now you can see how the words start to come together and we can mix them together. My colleagues and I are working on a project in collaboration. And we're looking at our desktop computer, and we're also referencing documents in a folder. And formal. They are wearing, I would say, semi-formal clothes. So that's not completely informal, but it's semi-formal. We'll just leave it at that. And a blouse. It's like a shirt a woman wears, like in this picture. The women are wearing blouses, plural. They're wearing blouses. The man is wearing a striped shirt. Do you know the word striped? And the women are wearing blouses. Okay, very good. Here's an example answer, all right? There are 3 colleagues working in collaboration on a project. They are all smiling and looking at the screen of their desktop computer. There is a folder on the desk. All of the employees are wearing formal clothes. The women are wearing blouses. So I hope that helped you to learn how to use these words to describe a business office environment. Let's move on to the second picture. It's another office. And if you don't mind, we're just going to delete this and we'll start again. Skyline. The outline of buildings in a city. So from this office building, we can see the New York skyline. Laptop. You could say, I just got a new laptop. Notebook. It's a small book to write in. Notebook. Mug. A cup which you drink coffee from. Or tea. Coffee or tea. So you can often say, can I have a mug of coffee? Classy. That means fancy or expensive. So this is a classy office because it is quite minimalistic and everything is clean and new. And if you look at the view of the New York skyline, you can assume this is a very classy office. And it's also probably a corporate office, right? It's an adjective to describe something of a corporation. So you could say, this is a corporate office. The skyscrapers, those are giant buildings in a city. Does your city have a lot of skyscrapers? Personally, my city does not have skyscrapers, but New York City has a lot of skyscrapers, especially in the downtown area. So this word is sometimes called city center, downtown. So we can see this picture. The office building has a window with a view of downtown. A window with a view of downtown. Window with a view of downtown. Let's check how to use these in an example. This corporate office is quite classy. The view is of the downtown city skyline. It overlooks many of New York's famous skyscrapers. On the desk is a laptop, a mug, and a small notebook. So there you go. That's how you can use these vocabulary words to describe an office. Okay, one more picture. And I hope you're finished. I'm going to delete those. Graph. So a graph is, as you can see in the pictures, there's some graphs. Here's another graph. These are all graphs. So you can say graphs help businesses summarize data. Why do you use graphs? Oh, because graphs help businesses summarize data. It's a good answer. Beverage. Any kind of drink. It's usually kind of like a fancy or formal way to say drink. So you can ask somebody, oh, hello, how are you today? Would you like a beverage? Would you like water, coffee, tea, beverage? Teamwork. So they are working as a team, right? We can say they are working as a team, or we can say they are using teamwork. Oh, sorry. They're using teamwork. And brainstorm, it can be a verb, like they are brainstorming. Or it could be a noun. You could say, they're having a brainstorm session. Oh, I'm so bad at spelling. Brain. There. Brainstorm session. Analysis. So the funny thing about this word is people get it mixed up with analyze. So the thing is, analysis is a noun, and analyze is a verb. So we can make two different sentences. They are doing analysis of the graphs, or you could say, we need an analysis of this data. In the verb analyze, you could say, they are analyzing the graphs, or we are analyzing the data. Deadline. The moment at which you must finish a project. So I think in this picture, they must have a deadline this afternoon. So they're using teamwork to brainstorm, and they're using graphs to complete analysis, and they're also drinking beverages. So if you noticed, I just used all the words right there. And let's see the example. In this photo, we can see employees brainstorming for their project. They need to use teamwork to fulfill their afternoon deadline. They're doing analysis of graphs and statistics. They are drinking beverages in various cups. So we have gone over 3 different photographs for describing pictures in a business setting. And what you can do to practice, you can write about the 3 pictures using all of the vocabulary. Okay? And you can also pick your favorite picture and explain why you like it or why you think it's attractive. And if you do this, practice using the words, I think it'll help you to improve. There's one more thing I like to do as well. You can use ChatGPT, enter these words, these vocabulary, and then type create a fill in the blank exercise. And the ChatGPT will create that fill in the blank exercise for you, for your words. And that's a good way to practice. Those are my recommendations as an English teacher. And thank you for watching this video. Stick around for the next one. We have a whole series of lessons on describing pictures. Today was about office environment. So stick around and don't forget these vocabulary words. Make sure you practice using them. All right, so thank you. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to this speaking and vocabulary lesson. Today we're talking about hanging out, and we're going to describe 3 pictures. So here's the first picture, and we have the vocabulary words on the side. So ledge, the place where those girls are sitting. I don't know how to describe this, but this is a ledge. You can see in the picture. Jeans, a type of pants. So they are all wearing jeans. Stylish. It's a person who looks good, or they are like fashionable. So let's start to put some of these words together. I can see 4 stylish girls wearing jeans, and 2 of them are sitting on a ledge. Relaxed. It means not stressed. So we can tell that these girls are happy and relaxed. Catching up. That's talking to friends after having not seen them for a while. So I haven't seen my friend for 2 months, so I want to call him and catch up. So we can say, these girls are catching up on the ledge. Chilling. That's just hanging out together. So what are you doing this weekend? This weekend I'm chilling with my friends. Or these girls are chilling by the ledge. And friends. I don't need to explain that one. Let's look at the example. 4 friends are catching up. 2 of them are sitting on a ledge, and the other 2 are standing. They all look relaxed and are happy to be chilling together. I think that they are wearing quite stylish jeans. So the point of this is to learn vocabulary words and use them in a way to describe something in more detail. So the next one, tablet. It's like an iPad or a notebook. It's a tablet. snacks. Those are like chips or nuts or whatever, etc. Some of my English students had trouble pronouncing snacks. Sometimes they said snakes, because if you look at the two words, snacks, snakes. Snack is a food, but snake is an animal. But I had some English students tell me like, they said, I love eating snakes. But actually they meant snacks. It's kind of funny. Beer, a type of drink. Everybody knows what beer means, right? Watching is just the verb for when you have a video. Sometimes people say looking at the video, but it has to be watching. They are watching TV, they are watching YouTube, watching a video. And they're laughing. So the friends are laughing and watching a video in the living room, a room of the house. So we could say that when we describe pictures, we usually use the present continuous tense. So that's the verb plus ing. So they're laughing, they're watching. And you can see in my example, 3 friends are chilling in the living room, watching a video on a tablet. It must be funny because they are all laughing. There are snacks on the table, and 2 of the guys are holding a beer. Okay, the third and final picture for hanging out involves one of my favorite dogs, a pug. So you can say there is a pug sitting on the girl's lap. Mug. It's a cup from which you drink coffee. So the girl is holding a mug and a pug. A scarf, something you wear, around your neck. So you can say the girl is wearing a big pink scarf. Skinny jeans, those are tight jeans. The girl is wearing skinny jeans, a big pink scarf. She's holding a mug and a pug. Boots. The man is wearing beige boots. Beige is a light brown color. So that's beige. The man is wearing beige boots and he has a beard, right? That's hair on the face, beard. And some English students have trouble with these words, beard, beer, and bird. So you can practice. And also bear, actually. So listen to my pronunciation. Beard, beer, bird, bear. Very difficult. Fun. Well, I think they're having fun in this picture because they're both smiling. Some friends are hanging out and having fun. The woman is wearing a large scarf and skinny jeans. She has a funny pug on her lap. The guy is wearing beige boots and has a beard. They are both drinking something from mugs. Okay. So, which picture is your favorite? If you have a favorite picture, you can write a paragraph about it. So my recommendations for homework would be to write a paragraph about all 3 pictures. Then you should memorize the paragraph and read it in front of a mirror. So this will help your speaking. tremendously. So thanks for watching the speaking and vocabulary lesson for hanging out and chilling with friends. Good luck with your study, and if you're taking a test, I hope you do well. Hello, welcome to this English lesson. It's about speaking and vocabulary. We will describe 3 pictures about hobbies and learn some vocabulary that you can use in your daily life. Here's the first picture. Now, these kids are playing chess. So what is a chess board? That's the table on which you play chess. So we have to be careful to say, they are playing chess. Don't say, they are playing chessboard. We say, they are playing chess. Braided. It's a hairstyle, which you can see this girl, she has braided hair. Braided hair. And each individual piece are called braids. So you could also say she has braids. So braids is a noun, braided is an adjective. The next word is jersey. So jersey is a kind of shirt that people wear when they play sports. So this boy has a red jersey. And what kind of hair does he have? He has a buzz cut. So that's how we describe his hair. He has a buzz cut. Casual and recreational. Very similar words. They both mean not professional and not too serious. So, just for fun. They're both adjectives. So you can say, they are playing a casual game of chess, or chess is a great recreational activity. In this picture, we can see 2 children playing a recreational game of chess. The boy has a buzz cut, is wearing a red jersey, and is about to move a piece on the chessboard. The girl's hair is braided, and she is wearing a light yellow or white dress. They seem quite casual. They are not playing competitively. You can see all the vocabulary words have been used. Recreational, buzz cut, jersey. And let's move on to the second picture, which is about painting. And we have vocabulary words, for example, stool. So a stool is a type of small chair. And you can say, she is sitting on a stool. And it's, you can tell that it's a stool because it doesn't have a back. Okay? There's no back. So she's sitting on a stool. Easel. A thing that holds a painting canvas. So a canvas is something you paint on. So this is a canvas right here, and this is an easel. So you can say the canvas is on the easel, and the woman is sitting on the stool. plants. I don't think I can really provide a definition of plants, but you can see all of the plants in the background. And in fact, the girl is painting a picture of a plant. Curly. She has curly hair. So there's different kinds of hair. There's straight, wavy, and curly. So this girl has curly hair. Hardwood. We usually use it to describe the floor. So she has hardwood floors. So there is a box of painting stuff on the table. You can see paintbrush. There's probably some paint cans. Yeah, there's a box of painting stuff on the table. Okay, so midday, it just means the middle of the day. And I put this here because you can say she is painting at midday. Okay? I think that's all the words. A woman is sitting on a stool painting. Her canvas is resting on a beautiful easel. She seems to be painting a plant. Perhaps she is inspired by the beautiful trees in her room and the brightness of the midday sun. Her room has hardwood floors, and there is a box of paint supplies on the table. So that's how you can use these words to describe painting. And we have one more picture. This woman is writing, okay? And she is writing in a diary, which is like a small book. And in a diary, you write your feelings and the daily events that happen to you. So mist is the stuff that's coming off the water. So mist is rising above the water. Mist is rising above the water. Right there. Contemplate. And that's a verb. So contemplate means to think deeply. If you look at her face and you ask, oh, what is she doing? You can say, she is contemplating something. She's probably contemplating what to write in her diary. Cardigan, a type of sweater. She's wearing a cardigan. Sure. The land right beside the water. So she is sitting by the shore. Woods. It's the same as forest, but woods is probably a little more casual, a little more cool, I'd say. The woods look very nice, and the mist is rising in front of the woods. Bite, that's a verb. She is biting her pen. See right there? What is she doing? She is biting her pen. Artistic is an adjective. It means being good at art or being creative. So an artistic woman is biting her pen on the shore. That's what we try to do. We want to use the vocabulary together. An artistic woman is biting her pen on the shore. Okay? This picture shows an artistic woman sitting by the shore, writing in a diary. She is contemplating what to write next, and she is gently biting her pen. This is a pretty scene. The mist is rising off the water, and the woods look mysterious and intriguing. So, which picture is your favorite and why? Write about your favorite picture. Use all the words. So if you write about this picture, you need to use all these words, okay? Second, homework. What are your hobbies? Write about them. Write about your hobbies. It can help you to improve your vocabulary. And to improve your speaking, record yourself reading what you wrote. So you write something, then you record it, then you listen to it. That will help you practice your speaking. So I hope this was a helpful lesson about vocabulary and speaking with hobbies. Thank you for watching and good luck with your studies. Hello. In this video, we're going to be describing pictures about music, and this will be good for your English speaking and vocabulary. There are 3 pictures, and here is the first one. And on the right, we have vocabulary words. So I'm going to write the definition for you. So keys are the buttons on a piano. Piano keys. Staff, the lines on which you write music. So this right here is a music staff. So we have piano keys and a music staff. Quarter note, a type of rhythm in written music. So, actually we don't have a quarter note on here. It should say 8th note. And there's also a whole note. So the 8th notes are here. In the circle, it's called a whole note. Treble clef. Well, treble clef is this symbol right here, which indicates which notes the staff represents. Vintage. It means something that is old or from a old style. So I think that this piece of paper, this picture is a vintage paper. It has that kind of vintage color. And the color of it is beige. So beige is basically like a light brown color. On this beige vintage paper, we can see piano keys and some musical elements. There is a treble clef, a staff, some quarter notes, and a whole note. Okay, the next picture. So conduct, it's a verb, basically means to lead a group of musicians. So we can say this teacher is conducting the class. Young. So young, it's the opposite of old. So we could say this is a group of young students. Instruments. Things that make music, right? So there's a piano, guitar, a lot of different instruments. Music stand. The place you put the music papers or the music book. So this is a stand, a music stand. So you can say she's reading music from a music stand. Class. The class is learning piano and guitar. Learning. And ponytail. A type of hairstyle. So this is a ponytail right here. Ponytail. A teacher with a ponytail is conducting a class of young musicians. They are learning various instruments, including guitar, piano, and violin. The teacher is reading music from a music stand. Third picture. This one is more about electronic music. So we have an interface. For this music interface, it's right here, and it's sort of like the middle between the microphone and the computer. It's called an interface. MIDI. So this is not a real piano. It's called a MIDI keyboard. MIDI keyboard. And if you're wondering, MIDI stands for Music Instrument Digital Interface, I think. Software. Kind of program you can run on a computer. So here you can see she's using some music production software because she's probably a producer. So she's probably a music producer. So we can say a music producer is using some software and an interface to input MIDI notes on her piano. Cables. I don't know how to describe it, but they are those black lines. So we can say, wow, there's a lot of cables on the ground here. So she is sitting cross-legged. Cross-legged. Let's see the example answer. A music producer is sitting cross-legged in front of a laptop. They are surrounded by electronic music equipment. There is an interface, a MIDI keyboard, and a bunch of cables. They're using music production software to make a cool song. So for your homework, you should record yourself describing each of these pictures. So you can basically use your phone to record your voice. And then you can listen to it and try to find any mistakes. Afterwards, you can write a paragraph about your favorite musical memories. Some people have a song that they really enjoyed from high school, or some people are musicians and they have a lot of memories playing music with other people. So you can write a paragraph about your favorite musical memories and record yourself describing each of the pictures. And I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Good luck studying. Hello, welcome to this English speaking and vocabulary lesson. Today we will practice describing food. Food is a very important part of our daily lives, and it can be difficult to talk about food in English, especially ways of describing how it looks, how it tastes, and how you make it. So we have 3 pictures today, and here's the first one. So the first word is seafood. So that could be fish. In this photo, we have squid. Anything. There's mussels. Seafood. Fresh. So fresh seafood would be directly from the sea. So it's like if the fisherman caught the squid that day, you could say that it's fresh. But in some places of the world, seafood is expensive. If you don't live close to the ocean, then seafood is expensive. Expensive, lots of money. Grill. So it's a way of cooking with fire. And you can see this squid was grilled. So this squid was grilled. Garnish. Those are like small green leaves to make the food look better. They're kind of like a decoration. You can see here, this is called garnish. And if you want to use it in a sentence, a chef might say, "Can you please sprinkle some garnish on the plate?" That's how you can make a sentence with garnish. Sides are like small foods that come with the main food. So here we have squid and two sides, rice and French fries. So there are two sides. In a restaurant, the waiter might ask you, what sides would you like? So that's what they mean. Savory, a food which is not sweet, and sometimes it is salty. Delicious, kind of savory. You can say, these savory French fries are delicious. Okay, so how can we use all of this together? Now, this answer has all the vocabulary words, so try to find them. This is an expensive seafood meal. The savory octopus was cooked on the grill, and it's being served with two sides, fries and rice. There is a garnish of parsley sprinkled across the plate, and a few vegetables in the corner. Okay, so there you go. Let's go to the next picture. Vegan. So it's a diet that allows no animal products. So not even eggs, just all plants. It's a plant-based diet. Plant-based diet. I only eat plants. So in this picture we see a beautiful vegan food, all of which is plant-based, of course. Vitamin rich. That means a food that is really good for you. So you can say that the avocado is vitamin rich, or these vitamin rich blueberries will make you feel amazing. Vitamin rich. Natural. Food from nature. You can say, I only eat natural food. I don't eat any processed food. I don't eat any chemicals. I only eat natural food. And of course, plant-based diet would be mostly natural, right? But you could say meat and eggs are also natural because they're from nature. Colorful. A colorful diet is usually more healthy. I heard a nutrition influencer, they said, when you look at your plate, for dinner, you should make sure there's at least 3 different colors on it. So, a colorful diet. Trendy means something that is popular at the moment. And I included this word here because you could say that a vegan diet is trendy. It's becoming more popular. Nutrients, the things in food that are good for you. So ginger and garlic have a lot of nutrients, as does lemon and olive oil. They are all natural foods with a lot of nutrients. Pleasant, a good taste, basically. So we can say that apples are a pleasant snack, right? Or chocolate is a pleasant treat. This is a pleasant collection of plant-based food. We can see natural, vitamin-rich foods such as avocados and blueberries, as well as colorful foods high in nutrients such as tomatoes and broccoli. Nowadays, the vegan diet is trendy. Okay, the next one, grapefruit. This is grapefruit. I never understood why is it called grapefruit because it doesn't look like a grape. And cherries. These are cherries. Slices. That's when you cut a fruit into pieces. They are called slices. So here I can see 3 slices of grapefruit and many slices of avocado. Bowl. All of the food is in a bowl right here. Cutting board. The wood on which you cut food. So the eggs are on a cutting board. The tomatoes are on the cutting board. Tasty. It's the same as delicious. You can say that tomatoes are tasty. Nutritious. This is a nutritious lunch. Remember that we also learned the word nutrients. What's the difference? Nutritious is adjective, and nutrient is a noun. So that's the difference. Here are some nutritious foods on top of a round cutting board. There are juicy slices of grapefruit, as well as cherries and tomatoes. In the bowl, there are slices of avocado, eggs, and chicken. This looks like a tasty lunch. Okay, so we learned 3 pictures and a bunch of vocabulary. So let me give you some activities to do so you can practice. For one day, write in a journal a paragraph of every meal you eat. Okay? Try to use some of these words. Nutrients, pleasant, sides, juicy, tasty. Try to use those words. Second, watch some cooking videos on YouTube in English. And then you can use subtitles. And if you see a word you don't know, you can write it down and look it up in a dictionary. So thanks for watching the speaking and vocabulary lesson about food. Hello, welcome to this English vocabulary and speaking lesson. We're going to learn how to talk about healthy lifestyles. And we'll do this by describing 3 pictures. So let's begin by looking at the first picture. and learning the vocabulary. The first word is dumbbell. And this is an exercise equipment. You can see it at the gym. And this is a very small one. It's a yellow dumbbell. You can say, I exercise with dumbbells. Muesli, a common breakfast food. Muesli. It contains fruit, oats, and sometimes nuts and seeds. Nutritious. An adjective. It means something that is healthy. Okay, so muesli and blueberries is a nutritious breakfast. All right, routine. That means something you do every day. My morning routine is eating nutritious muesli and exercising with dumbbells. Admirable. Something you admire. It's an adjective. You could say that my friend exercises every day, and I find this admirable. I have an admirable friend because they have a nutritious breakfast every day. Measuring tape. This is a measuring tape. It's like something you use to measure things. So I use a measuring tape to measure my waist or to measure my stomach. I use a measuring tape. Here we have a picture of a nutritious breakfast consisting of muesli and an apple alongside some exercise equipment. There are 2 small yellow dumbbells and a measuring tape. This image seems to display an admirable morning routine. Yeah. Muesli, apple, exercise equipment. Let's go to the second picture. So the first word is flex. That means to make your muscles hard. So you can say, she is flexing her muscles. Can be a verb. Or they are flexing their muscles. But what muscle are they flexing? Well, it's called a bicep. That's a muscle in your arm. It's right here. So we can say they are flexing their biceps. Okay, next word, sunrise. The sunrise is beautiful. Sunrise. Skyline. So the skyline is the buildings in a city from a distance. So if you're standing far away and you see all these buildings like this, it's called a skyline. You could say, my city has a really beautiful skyline. Matching. When 2 people are wearing the same clothes. So we can say that these 2 are wearing matching clothes, pink and blue, matching clothes. Enjoy. I enjoy exercising in the morning because I can watch the sunrise and look at the skyline. Tank top. Tank top is a shirt with no arms, So you can see that the woman is wearing a tank top, but the girl is wearing a t-shirt. Tank top, t-shirt. Now let's see how to use these words to describe the picture. I can see two women standing on a balcony or roof, flexing their biceps at sunrise. They are wearing nearly matching clothes. The only difference is that the adult is wearing a tank top and the child is wearing a t-shirt. In the background, there is a beautiful skyline. Okay, the next picture. The first word is prepare. That means to make something in advance. So before you go to the gym, you should prepare a healthy breakfast. Prepare. All right. Fitness. The practice of getting fit. So you could say, I think fitness is very important, or I'm trying to make fitness a bigger part of my life. Health. Health. Being healthy. Don't know how to describe it other than that, but you could say that preparing healthy, I don't want to say healthy. Preparing fresh food is good for your health. And practicing fitness is also good for your health. Lifestyle, the way you live. My lifestyle is very active. I like running and I like yoga. I have an active lifestyle. So we don't really know what's in the bowl, but I wrote oatmeal because I wanted to show you the difference between oatmeal and muesli. Oatmeal is just the oats, okay? Just the oats. But muesli is oats, fruits, and nuts all mixed together. Nutrition. Sorry. This one is a noun, so an example sentence could be nutrition is very important to a healthy lifestyle. I think it's the most important thing, the nutrition. Of course, exercise is healthy, but nutrition is really, that's the thing that can really change your fitness level. Discipline. Being able to continue doing something hard. So, if you want to improve your lifestyle, you need to have discipline. Or as regards to the picture, I think this woman has discipline because she's exercising and she's eating healthy foods. The woman is preparing for a workout by eating a bowl of oatmeal. It seems that fitness is an important part of her lifestyle. Having good nutrition and discipline is good for one's health. And I hope you learned something today with the vocabulary. For homework, I want you to write about your healthy activities and try to use some of these words. You can write 3 paragraphs, okay? And secondly, you can record yourself describing these pictures. Use your phone to record your voice and then listen back. Listen back and try to hear what it sounds like compared to my voice. What's the difference? And that's the activity for today to help you improve your vocabulary and speaking and describe pictures about healthy lifestyles. Thanks for watching the video. Hello, welcome to this speaking and vocabulary lesson. Today we're going to learn how to talk about exercise. We'll do this by describing pictures. There are 3 pictures, and let's go and start the first one. Okay, in this picture you can see the vocabulary on the side. The first word is blank. Blank is a type of exercise. So the woman in the photo is doing a plank. Okay, she is doing a plank. Yoga mat. So she is doing a plank on her yoga mat. So we can write, she is doing a plank on her yoga mat. The next one is core. And core refers to the muscles near your stomach. So all of the muscles right around here, it's called core. So we can say that doing a plank is good for your core. Planks are good for your core. Strength. So this is a noun, and strong is an adjective. So that's the difference, strength and strong, noun and adjective. So we can say that doing a plank requires core strength. Doing a plank requires core strength. And difficult, it means not easy. So we can say doing a plank is difficult, especially if it is for a long time, like 1 minute or 2 minutes. It is quite difficult. Straight. The woman's back is straight. So straight. It's very important when you're doing a plank to have a straight back. Sunshine. You could say there is sunshine on the floor and wall. Sunshine. There is sunshine on the floor and wall. Now, if we put all of these words together, we can have a paragraph like this. So it says, the woman is doing a plank on her yoga mat. Planks are a great exercise to develop core strength. It is difficult exercise because you have to keep your body straight. This is an attractive picture because of the strong woman and the sunshine coming in through the window. So let's move on to the second picture. Our first vocabulary word is barbell. So that's the equipment that he's holding. It's called a barbell. He is lifting a barbell. Deadlift. That's the next word. Deadlift. A type of exercise. And it's kind of like for back and legs. So he is doing a deadlift. It's just like plank. She is doing a plank. He is doing a deadlift. Sneakers. He is wearing sneakers. Sneakers. Sports shoes. So these words, full body, back, and legs, they all talk about what the deadlift is for. So we can say deadlift is good for back, legs, and full body. Excellent. Very good. There's kind of a trend in the English lessons online, especially on like YouTube and social media, where there's a lot of videos titled Stop Saying Very. If you say, this coffee is very good, actually you can improve your vocabulary by stopping to say very. You could say, this coffee is excellent. Putting all the words together, a man is preparing to lift the barbell for his deadlift. Deadlift is an excellent full body exercise, but it is especially good for back and legs. The man is wearing shorts and sneakers. All right. And the third and final picture, yoga. Yoga is relaxing and healthy. Okay? Yoga is relaxing and healthy. Balance. But yoga also requires balance and strength. Balance. Okay, and this exercise is called tree pose. So again, we use the verb doing. She is doing a tree pose. Zen. Zen is a calm, peaceful state of mind. So you can say she is feeling very zen because she's doing a tree pose beside the ocean. Tranquil. It's similar to zen. So you can say she feels tranquil because she's doing a tree pose by the ocean. She feels zen and she feels tranquil. Very similar meanings. I don't know how to define horizon other than the line in the distance. I'll just point with my mouse here. This is the horizon. She is looking at the horizon. Looking at. Fit, being in good shape and healthy. Could say that yoga helps people to be fit. Yoga helps people to be fit. A fit woman is doing yoga while staring at the horizon over the tranquil sea. She is practicing a balancing pose called tree pose. This woman seems to be quite fit and zen. Okay, which picture is your favorite? So your assignment is write about your favorite picture using all the words that we have. Also, write all these words in a notebook, and next time you go to the gym, try to make sentences with these words. To do this, you can talk to somebody at the gym, or you can simply write in your notebook. And I hope that these words help you talk about exercise. Thanks for watching this speaking and vocabulary lesson. Hello, welcome to another video, and this one is about nature. We're going to practice English speaking and vocabulary. We'll do this by describing pictures. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's check out the vocabulary in this picture. So there's a rainbow. There's a hill. There are shrubs. So shrubs are like tiny trees. These are shrubs. So you could say, the hill is covered with shrubs. And clouds, peaceful, and tranquil is very similar to peaceful. In my opinion, it's almost the same thing. So we could say the rainbow over the hill looks tranquil. The rainbow over the hill looks tranquil. And small, it's a relatively small hill, right? And then there's grass. So you could say there is grass as well as shrubs. Here's the grass. Here are the shrubs. Here's the hill, and there's the rainbow. I can see a small hill covered with shrubs and grass. There is a rainbow in the sky beside peaceful clouds. Overall, this is a tranquil scene. Second picture. Okay, lake. This is a lake. Northern. Why do we have northern here? Because we could say this is a lake in the northern hemisphere. Hemisphere. It means the halves of the earth. Sorry, the halves of the earth. So if you cut the earth in half, it would have a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. So this is in the northern hemisphere. You may ask, how do I know? Well, because I know it's in Canada. This is a famous picture. Coniferous. Oh, sorry, I zoomed into this. There. Coniferous. Trees which stay green all year. Beside the lake, we can see coniferous trees. Reflect. This is like when you look into a mirror and you see yourself. It's called reflect, and it's a verb. So we could say the mountains are reflecting off the water. Reflecting off the water. White, silent. Silent means very quiet. There's no noise. Magical. Something unreal or amazing. So you could say, this would be a magical place to go swimming. Right? Although it might be a little bit cold, I have to say. It could be cold. So this is a magical lake in the northern hemisphere. The lake is reflecting the white mountains. There is a silent coniferous forest to the right. Oh, I like this picture. So there's a volcano in the distance. Big volcano. Trail. Here's a trail going over the mountains. You could say this guy is walking on a trail. Freedom. Feeling free to do whatever you want. Me standing like this in front of a volcano, he feels freedom. Okay, picturesque is kind of a funny word. It's an adjective. It means something perfect for a picture. So this is a picturesque location. This is a picturesque volcano. It's all picturesque. Tropical is basically like places near the equator. So like Indonesia, maybe Mexico, tropical locations. It's also like a rainforest. Forest with lots of rain. And we often put those words together. This is a tropical rainforest. Cloudy. It's an adjective, okay? The sky is cloudy. Distance. It means far away. And we say in the distance. I can see a volcano in the distance. I can see a volcano in the distance in front of the cloudy sky. Someone is standing on the trail overlooking the tropical rainforest. There is a picturesque volcano in the distance. The sky is cloudy overhead. This is an image representing freedom. Okay? Well, very good. Those are 3 pictures about nature. And for homework, you need to write a paragraph for each picture using all the words. Okay? And don't copy my paragraph. Try to write your own. And then go outside right now, look around, and write about what you see. So you have 2 writing assignments. Describe these pictures and describe what you can see outside in your house. Thanks for watching. Good luck studying. Hello everyone. Welcome to this English lesson where we will learn speaking and vocabulary by describing pictures. So the theme today is animals. So let's just set some lesson goals. So first, we're going to learn new vocabulary about animals. Second, we're going to use this vocabulary to describe pictures. And at the end of the lesson, I'll give you some assignments that you can do for homework. So let's begin with the first picture. And as you can see, this picture has 4 different kinds of animals. So let's write them down. At the back, there's 4 giraffes. Then we have wildebeest. Now, wildebeest are these animals here. Okay? And you might think, when you look at the word, you think, that kind of looks like wild beast. But it's pronounced wildebeest. Wildebeest. In the center of the photo, there's a lion. And in the foreground, there are many gazelle. Okay? When you have a lot of animals like this, a group of gazelle, we will call them a herd. So I see a herd of gazelle. So we don't say a lot, we don't say a bunch, it's better to say a herd. All right, but that's not for every animal. So a herd, it's usually like a mammal who eats grass and what else? Maybe they're transitory, which means they travel from one place to another to find new food. Those are called herds. So it's not for every animal, remember that. But you can use it for gazelle, a herd of gazelle. And you know what mammal means? It means there's 3 points that people say to define a mammal. so I'll share those. So mammals have fur or hair. They drink milk, and they give birth to live babies. So all of these animals here are mammals. Where do they live? In the savanna. So that is a type of nature in Africa. This is called the savanna. Predator. An animal that kills and eats other animals. So you can see in the picture, all the animals are looking at the lion. They're looking at the lion because the lion is a predator. And fascinating, that means interesting or like cool, something like that, fascinating. So you can say, I find the savanna fascinating. So let's read this example sentence. And this answer uses all the vocabulary words. So, the African savanna is a fascinating ecosystem, home to herds of mammals and solitary predators. This picture shows gazelle, wildebeest, giraffes, and a lion, all in close proximity to one another. You may have a question about this phrase. So that means that things are close together. So I could say, all these animals are in close proximity to one another. Or you could say that if you live in a city, there are a lot of restaurants within close proximity. Any other words? Solitary. So that word, it's an adjective for people or animals that like to be alone. Solitary. So that's a solitary lion. You might have some solitary people in the world. And I hope this is helpful. Let's move on to the next picture. And I'm going to delete these notes here and start again. So we have coral reef. This is an ecosystem that you find in the oceans. Okay. Biodiversity. So this just means that there are a lot of different kinds of plants and animals. Biodiversity. So starting with these two words, we can say that coral reefs have a lot of biodiversity. Okay, shallow. Water that is not deep. So shallow, just a little water. So generally speaking, coral reefs are pretty shallow and they're also clear. So it means you can see through it. So the water is clear. You can see through it. The opposite of clear would be something like murky or maybe dusty, something like that. Also, you could just say unclear. Endangered. A lot of people get confused about this word, but it means basically an animal that is almost extinct. So it means an animal that the population is getting smaller and they are at risk of just disappearing from the world. So in this context, they're talking about the turtle. The sea turtle is an endangered species. But people get confused about this word because it sounds like dangerous. Dangerous is something that might hurt you. So you could say that crocodiles can be dangerous, but endangered, although it looks the same, it's totally different. So just be careful. Tropical. It's a part of the world near the equator. Tropical. And I would put this together with ecosystem. Tropical ecosystem, a type of place where animals live. So in this photo, we can see a tropical ecosystem, which has a lot of biodiversity and shallow, clear water. There's a beautiful sea turtle, which sadly is endangered. And here's an example answer. This ecosystem is called a coral reef, and it is found in shallow tropical waters. Coral reefs are characterized by clear water and high biodiversity. This sea turtle is an impressive animal, and we should protect them because they are endangered. Third picture. I like this one. Rare. It's something that is not seen often. So you could say this animal is very rare. It's called a lemur. Sorry, I spelled it lemur wrong. Lemur is a special animal from Madagascar. So Madagascar is home to a lot of unique animals. And unique means can only really be found in one place. So Madagascar is home to a lot of unique animals, such as lemur. And another word, endemic. It means an animal or plant only lives in one area. So it's the definition of unique is probably better to say like special or not common. And endemic, yeah. So we would say it's always paired with usually endemic to. We say lemurs are endemic to Madagascar. You could also say in Madagascar, lemurs are endemic. So there's two different ways to say endemic. Jungle. It's like a forest, but more tropical. If you remember the word tropical from the last photo, a jungle is like a tropical forest. Could be called a rainforest too. Although I don't know if there's like a technical difference between a jungle and a rainforest. But in my mind, they kind of seem the same. And fur. It's like an animal's hair. So let's try to describe the fur of this lemur. So this lemur has black and white fur, maybe a little bit of gray, and his tail is black and white stripes. His face has mostly white fur, and he has yellow eyes, and it's a very interesting looking creature. Let's read the example answer. The lemur is endemic to Madagascar. This rare creature lives in the jungle, in the unique jungle environment of the African island nation. This species of lemur has gray and white fur with a black and white striped tail. So if you look at these pictures, I would like you to write a paragraph using all the words for each picture. After that, go on YouTube, find some animal videos. A good channel to use for that is Free School. you can search free school on YouTube, find some animal videos, and then write what you learned from the video. And I think if you do those two steps as homework or as an assignment, then your English vocabulary and speaking about animals will improve. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Hello, English students. Today we're going to be doing a speaking and vocabulary practice, and we're going to be describing pictures about dogs. So an important word to learn before we begin is breed. So breed means a kind or type of dog. And we're going to learn names of different breeds and learn how to describe them. So we're going to do 3 pictures, okay? So let's go. Let's do it. Picture number 1. So here we have 4 different breeds, okay? And excuse me. From left to right, we have Pit Bull, Corgi, Husky, and Dachshund. So that's important word there, the Dachshund, because when you look at it, it looks like Dachshund, and maybe they do call it that in German or another language, I'm not sure, but in English it's usually pronounced Dachshund. And the funny thing is, you can also call it a wiener dog, because a wiener, it's like a hot dog, and they say that dog, it kind of looks like a wiener dog. I mean, it looks like a wiener, sorry. Okay, another word is posing, and that's a verb. It means when you are looking at a camera, ready to have a picture taken. So we can say, these dogs are posing for a picture. And diversity. Diversity means having lots of different types or parts or varieties. So in this context, we can say that in the picture, we can see a diversity of dog breeds. In fact, we can see a Pit Bull, a Corgi, a Husky, and a Dachshund. Here's an example answer using all the words. There are a diversity of dog breeds. Here we can see a Pit Bull, Corgi, Husky, and Dachshund posing for a photograph. Moving right along to the second picture, we have a bulldog. So this is called a bulldog. Play. We can say this bulldog is playing with a ball. Stout. So stout means short and strong and a little bit fat. So you could say this bulldog is stout. And generally, stout is more polite than fat. If you say somebody is fat, like she is fat, it's a little bit rude or impolite. But if you say she is stout, it's not as bad. I still wouldn't say it, but it's not as bad. Active. Doing a lot of movement, play, work, whatever. So we can say, this stout bulldog is very active on the weekends. Wrinkled. It's when a face has a lot of lines in it. So if you look at this bulldog's face, we can say that he has a wrinkled face, okay? Wrinkled face. And he's also muscular. That's having a lot of muscles. Oh. Yeah. And he's medium-sized. He's not big, he's not small, but he's medium-sized. This bulldog is playing with a ball. Bulldogs are a medium-sized, muscular breed with a wrinkled face. Although this dog is stout, he likes to keep active. Ah, yes, everybody loves this dog, right? German Shepherd. Now we have a lot of adjectives, okay? Strong, agile. Actually, we only have 2 adjectives. So strong and agile, it means, strong, very strong. Agile, that means quick or fast. He's a good worker. German Shepherds are known to be worker dogs. So these 2 are the adjectives I showed you. We also have 2 nouns. And it's important in English to know when to use the adjective form and when to use the noun form. And generally the rule is you are an adjective and you have a noun. So if I give you an example, you could say I, or let's say she is happy. That's an adjective, so is the same as are, right? But if it's a noun, you would have to say she has a lot of happiness. She is happy, she has a lot of happiness. And so these 2 are nouns. So we could say like, this dog has intelligence. Or we could also say like, this dog is known for having loyalty. So that's why these dogs are so good for work, because they have intelligence and loyalty, and they are agile and strong. So it's very important to know when to use the verb to be and when to use the verb has. Pointed ears. This dog has pointed ears. So you can see his ears are going up like a triangle, and we call that pointed. And coat usually refers to like a dog's hair. So we can say, this dog has a brown and black coat. Okay? Now let's see how all of these words work together in the example answer. German Shepherds are strong, agile dogs with pointed ears and brown and black coats. Due to their intelligence and loyalty, German Shepherds are the ideal worker dog. So here's what you can do to practice. Pick a dog breed. To do this, you can go on Google and search dog breeds. So pick a dog breed and then give it 3 adjectives. And then also pick 2 nouns. And then use those words to write a paragraph describing the dog with those words. Okay? That's basically what we have been practicing here, but I think you can go further in your study of vocabulary and speaking by picking new dog breeds and describing them. And that's the end of the video today So thank you for watching. Good luck studying.